Christy, in your mind, what is the biggest concern in the industry right now?
I think first and foremost, many of us are concerned. In fact, I bet everybody here on this call and watching is concerned about the health and safety of their employees. And we've got to figure out how to do business in a way that shows the compassion for our staff that we all feel and really puts that first and foremost. And then second, we have to think about the customers that have concerns. They have real fears about paying their mortgage and forbearance, and what does that mean in terms of not only the loan they have today, but the loan that they hope to get in the future. And so we have to address those things in a meaningful way before we can even start to deal with all the other issues that are now coming to bear.
Yeah. Jen, what do you think is the biggest concern in the industry right now?
I mean, I completely agree with Christy. She took the words right out of my mouth. I think the number one concern, obviously, is the health and safety of our employees and their families. I mean, you have, a good chunk of the workforce that, some may be able to work from home, but a lot, this is very new to them. And then they have children who are home at the same time. You've got your sandwich generation where they have kids and parents living with them that are older and at high risk. So, that poses all sorts of pulls on their attention, rightfully so, and just trying to balance that. And with the record volume we've had, it's just been kind of crazy for people. So really trying to support them in this new way. It's very different than supporting a work from home force that we may have had in the past,
right?
Because the challenges and the distractions are real and life threatening. So. Really trying to focus on that. And with the borrowers too, you do have customers who are very concerned about their jobs, record unemployment, and have to be sympathetic to that. I don't think any one of us has not been touched by someone we know that's, in that boat.
Yeah. Anything to add to that, Don?
Yeah, I'd say there's both a short-term and a long-term concern, right? And the short-term concern is call it the health crisis, right? And how do we get through that? The longer term, Jen just mentioned it, right, is, all right, what happens to America at a 17 to 20% unemployment rate over the long term, right? And not just getting there, but the speed in which we arrive there. For the mortgage industry, I mean, we could easily find ourselves by August with a large enough percentage of Americans that are now unemployed that it completely slows down the construction of new homes, the purchase of existing homes, and the inability to refinance because of changes of employment or income. And that's going to be widespread, right? I mean, we're already at a higher unemployment today than we were at the bottom of the 2008 financial crisis. And we're only about halfway through this problem. So yeah, it's going to be, I think we're getting close to being over the concern of the health crisis, right? I think we've hit that peak and now we're coming down the other side. But now we've got to deal with the economic ramifications of this. And that's going to be, honestly, a little unknown.